All right, so this video is going to cover Chapter 3 of Groundwork for College Reading, which is about vocabulary and context. So the reason for this chapter is to give you some tips as to how to guess the meaning of words that you come across in your reading that you don't understand. We talked in the last video about using dictionaries, and dictionaries can be really good and helpful, but we don't want to just be sitting with a dictionary the whole time that we're reading, which means that we're going to have to guess what words mean. You probably already do this a lot when you're reading in your own language. You don't even think about it. But here's some tips as to when you're reading in English, what you can do to help yourself. We're going to talk about 4 different types of context clues. The first are examples, the second are synonyms, the third are antonyms, and the fourth is the rest of the sentence or passage. All right, so if we take a look at this example here, we see you have a 30-year mortgage, a 5-year car lease, and a lifetime gym membership. But you're afraid of commitment? The word that we're trying to find out is commitment. We'll notice that before the word commitment, we have a list of 3 examples: 30-year mortgage, 5-year car lease, and a lifetime membership. So those 3 things are promises to do something, opinions about something, or opportunities for something. Well, what is that? They're promises to do something. So that's what a commitment is. It's a promise to do something. So you can see how those examples help you figure out the meaning of the target. The second one is synonyms. Oftentimes, in one sentence, you'll have 2 words that mean the same or almost the same, and we can use these synonyms to guess as to the word. So in this example, we say, "Don't humiliate me, Mom. I feel worthless enough already." Now you'll notice here that we have 2 sentences, "Don't humiliate me, Mom," and "I feel worthless enough already." The word that we're trying to figure out is the word humiliate. So we want to look in the second sentence, what word means the same or almost the same as humiliate? And that one is going to be feel worthless. So humiliate means to make feel ashamed. The next one is antonyms, and antonyms are the opposite of synonyms. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite of another word. But just like we talked about with synonyms, when we're looking for an antonym, normally we're looking in the other sentence or the other part of the sentence. So if we look at this one, before the kids, we had nothing to do. Now we're overwhelmed. The word we're trying to figure out is the word overwhelmed. So we want to look in the other sentence. Before the kids, we had nothing, and say, well, what word there? Nothing to do. What words there mean the opposite of overwhelmed? In this case, having nothing to do is going to be the opposite of overwhelmed, which means that overwhelmed means having too much to do. The last type is going to be the most common type, which is using the general sense of the sentence or passage. A lot of times you're not going to have examples, synonyms, or antonyms, and you sort of have to guess generally from what the sentence means, what it's likely that this vocabulary word means. So it says, Alan is an incredible, wonderful, fun, generous, exciting, kind, loving, brilliant, very, very special human being. This personal reference from your mother is quite impressive. So the word that we're looking for to explain is impressive. And if we look here, we'll see that it says incredible, wonderful, fun, generous, exciting, kind, loving, brilliant, very special human being. Given all of that and the fact that it's written by his mother, what do you think that impressive means? Well, impressive means very favorable, and you can understand that if your mom was writing a recommendation for you, hopefully for most of us, it would be a very favorable thing. Now I want to close here by saying this about these 4 types of clues. When you're learning a language, especially early on, a lot of times there'll be more words in a sentence that you don't understand than the words that you do understand. And I can understand that trying to guess the meaning of a new word can be very difficult when maybe it's not just one word you don't understand, but many words in the sentence you don't. Still, I'd encourage you to continue to try to do this, because as your English improves, this is going to become an easier and easier task for you to do, and you really want to try and get away from using the dictionary overly much, because that's just going to slow down your reading in the same way that using a translator overly much is going to slow down your reading. Okay? So go ahead and take a look at the exercises in the book and do some of the exercises online, and then bring any questions that you have to class. Take care. Bye.